I believe in Islam, but
Okay.
I have a lot of respect for Jesus Christ, peace be upon him.
So you'll hear from some Muslims, they'll say, oh, but the Bible's been corrupted or changed. But that's not actually the case at all. There's still only one Bible. It's in the Hebrew and the Greek. It's been translated to English. But because it's still in the Hebrew and the Greek, it hasn't been changed or corrupted. We've got thousands of manuscript copies that we've discovered that show that it hasn't changed at all. Even the Quran itself says that Allah gave us the Torah and the Gospel, right?
And the
And
gospel, yeah, that's correct. That's written in the Surah Al-Baqarah. Yeah, that's
right,
correct.
yeah, and it talks about
Yeah,
how Allah's words will never change, which means then if Allah gave these books, the Torah and the Gospel, then that would mean those books don't change.
that's correct. Very good point. Yeah, I never really looked at it with that viewpoint. 100%. Yeah, very good point.
It was interesting in the Quran, it also mentions in Surah 5,
Yeah, please.
47, it says, so let the people of the Gospel judge by what Allah has revealed in it, and those who do not judge by what Allah has revealed are truly the rebellious. So notice that the people of the Gospel, so Christians, we should be judging by what God has revealed in the Gospel, which would mean that
Right.
it mustn't have been corrupted or anything by the time that the Quran was written in 600 AD, and we've actually got manuscripts of the Gospel, of the Bible, from way before 600 AD, still in our possession today. And so therefore, if it wasn't corrupted
That's
in that time, then it mustn't be corrupted at all.
must be correct. Yeah. I need to take a picture of this verse if you don't mind, my
Yeah,
friend. That's a very
different, yeah.
interesting verse. That's a very interesting verse. Wow, wow, wow. I noted everything down, my
Good.
friend.
Oh,
Whatever you
nice.
told me.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
I like that. I actually wanted someone to tell me to read the specific kind of
Yes.
verses that you mentioned now.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely
Yeah. One
check.
other one that might be helpful is this one. In verse 68 of Surah 5, it says, say, O Prophet, O people of the book, you have nothing to stand on unless you observe the Torah, the Gospel, and what has been revealed to you from your Lord.
Wow.
That's so clear, isn't it?
So basically, yeah, that verse means like the Quran is basically saying that you have to respect the Torah and the Gospel,
Yeah.
otherwise you're not going to heaven. Indeed,
Right.
that's
And
what
it's
it means,
saying,
right?
saying that we should actually follow it. Whatever the Torah and the Gospel says, we should follow that as well. Which means then, if we read in the Gospel, this is the words of Jesus. He says, for even the Son of Man, he's talking about himself being the Son of Man, came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. So Jesus
wow.
understood his whole purpose wasn't to be served by the people, but to actually serve them and to give up his life for them.
That's correct. Wow.
And so if the Quran says the gospel is from God and that we should follow what the gospel says, and the gospel says that Jesus did truly die on the cross, then either the Quran is wrong when it says that the gospel is from God, or it's wrong in saying that Jesus didn't die on the cross. Either way, it's a dilemma that it must be wrong in one of those
It's
two
a dilemma.
ways.
Yeah. I actually I wasn't even aware about this this Quran verse. That's very interesting, bro.
Right.
But I knew for a fact that the Quran definitely mentions the respect of the Torah and the Gospel,
Right.
of course. That's very correct.
Yeah.
It's a good point. Very good point. I like that point.